Appelusa, and this is your downtown tutorial. There's many different terms for this type of dance, and there's also so many different variations to do it. I'm just going to show you the way that I do it, and this is just my personal tutorial. So because you're mirroring me, or you could mirror me, it might be easier for you to do, I'm going to say that my foot is opposite, so that it is your foot. So if I'm stepping backwards with my real foot, I'm going to say it's my left, because if you're mirroring me, that might give you an indication of which foot to use, which might be easier for you. So we're going backwards, forwards, backwards, and front. Backwards, forwards, backwards, and front. Backwards. Now we're kind of turning at a diagonal and front. Backwards, and I'm turning with my hips and shoulders. Okay, I'm going to step backwards with my left foot and cross in front with my right foot. Step forward with my left foot, cross back with my right foot, parallel left, right. Let's go the other way. Step backwards with your right foot, cross in front with your left foot, step forward with your right foot, cross behind with your left foot, parallel, right, left. Back this direction. Now you'll notice I'm turning my hips and shoulders. Step backwards with your left foot, cross in front with your right foot, step forwards with your left foot, cross behind with your right foot, parallel, left, right. Back the other way. Step backwards with your right foot, cross in front with your left foot, step forward with your right foot, cross behind with your left foot, parallel, right, left. Okay, so we're going to start to go a little bit faster. Now to get some movement into it, you can definitely do this stationary, but we want to get a little bit more roll in it so it looks like this. Okay? All right, so to get more roll, when I step backwards with this foot, there's two things that are going to happen. I'm going to push down a little bit more on the toe wheels and make sure I bring my hips along, all over that foot along with it, so there's a little bit of a roll there, so because we push on our toe wheels to go backwards. The standing foot, the right foot can also do a little bit of a push off, so you can try that as well, just a very slight one. So it's 1. 2, you cross that foot in front and you find another backwards roll there. So the first 2 steps are backwards. We've got left, right. Okay? Now let's add the forward step. So we have left, right. Now heel to heel, I'm going to start turning my hips, and I'm stepping down on that left foot. I can do a little bit of a push off with the right toe there. So there's that next one. Okay, so there's that push. So let's try it from the top. Left, right, left. Now this foot's going to do the cross behind. You can stick it in there, make sure you bend the knee and step down on it. And then we have the parallel, parallel. Let's try that from the top. All right, so step, cross in front, step forward, cross behind, and parallel. Let's go the other direction. So when I step backwards, I'm on the toe wheels of my right foot. I could give a little push off with my left foot, cross in front, stay on the toe wheels, step forward with the right foot, give a little push off with the left big toe wheel, cross behind, and parallel. Let's try that side again. Step back, cross in front, step forward, cross behind, and parallel. So listen to my feet. Let's find a rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, and step. Back, front, forward, back, and step. Now you can do whatever you want with your arms, whatever feels good. We are moving in towards this being a dance step. Now I'll give you 2 variations that you can practice. Of course, there's a lot more instructors, a lot more variations that you can try. Okay, so variation 1. At the end of the first round, on the parallel, I'm going to parallel left, but then I'm going to stick my right heel out. You can even give it a little bit of a bounce depending on how many counts you want to stay there. And then you step back with the right foot, cross in front, step forward with the right foot, cross behind, parallel, heel. Step back, forward, and heel. Step back, forward, and heel. Okay, variation 1. Variation 2, we're going to add a little 2-foot spin. If you don't know how to do a 2-foot spin, please watch the 2-foot spin tutorial. Then come back to this video because we're just going to jump right into it. So we're going to go step back, cross front, step forward, cross back, and spin. You can go once or twice around. step back, step forward, and spin, step back, step forward, and spin, step back, forward, and spin, step back, forward, and spin. Okay, now to do these turning, so you're going different directions, that will look like this. Okay, so you can see I'm transitioning and going a different direction. So you can use this first step as more of a cross pull. If you don't know how to do backwards crossovers, please watch my backwards crossovers tutorial. We're just going to get right into it. So you know how to do a cross pull. You're pulling your heel in front of you. In this case, I am pulling my actual left heel in front of me. I'm directing my feet the direction I want them to go. So in a normal downtown, I can kind of create that first step as a cross pull before I step forward. Woo! So it's more of a cross pull, so I'm not lifting up my feet the whole time. I'm actually staying more on the floor, and I'm just staying on the toe wheels and pivoting that step. I'm also doing that with the last step. So the first step is more a pivot, and picking up my feet for the next two steps. And then this foot, I can just, from here, just slide right into that heel. And then right into the cross. Okay, so to do the pivot and to turn this, if you're doing this in a group, dun 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 dun. From here, I'm going to take my actual left foot, I'm going to turn it the direction I want to go, I'm going to turn this heel the direction I want to go, and now I'm starting it going this way. Okay, if I want to go this way, I turn that heel, I turn the heel, and now I'm going this way. So you're going to go wherever your feet are. You're basically just directing your heels and the toes the direction you want to go. But since we're starting with the heels, you're turning the heels the direction you want to go. So if we're basically creating a box. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And we're pivoting on the toes. I do a pivoting on the toes tutorial in the backwards scissors and backwards skating tutorial. So you can watch that to get a little bit of pivot on the toes action that can really direct your feet where you want them to go. It's going to take practice, guys. If that's just not happening for you today, definitely pause and come back to that. I'll leave in the description all the time signatures of what I'm doing in this tutorial, breaking it down, so you can come back to it when you're at that level. I hope this was helpful for you. This was just my personal way I do this, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.